Shalom Wakazak Mashpaka. Welcome to another episode of Daily Tonic in the world right here on Jesus TV. And I remain your humble host, Daniel, Fierce Lion Yashurala. And today we're back from where we stopped yesterday, which is the book of Shofetiym, chapter 13. And we're taking it straight down chapter 17. And it says, and the children of Yasharel did evil again in the sight of Yahuwah, and Yahuwah delivered them into the hands of the Philistines 40 years. Just imagine how our people actually are so stiff-necked. Once they have been restored, they end up going back to go against Yahuwah again. And one not go to the enemy again. Another like 40 years, 30 years, whatever years. And as I cry, Yahuwah, have mercy, they'll come back again. Let us proceed. Verse 2. And there was a certain man of Sorah, of the family of Denim, whose name was Manoach, and his woman was barren and bore not. And the angel of Yahuwah appeared unto the woman and said unto her, Behold, now you are barren and bear not, but you shall conceive and bear a son. Now therefore beware, I pray you, and drink not wine, nor strong drink, and eat not any unclean thing. For lo, you shall conceive and bear a son, and no razor shall come upon his head, for the child shall be a Nazir unto Elohim from the womb. And they shall begin to deliver Yasharel out of the hands of the Philistines. Then the woman came and told her man, saying, A man of Elohim came unto me, and his countenance was like the countenance of an angel of Elohim, very terrible. But I asked him not whence he was, neither he told me his name. Now, this is to even tell most of you who believe in the lies of the white man. They will tell you the angels are white, they are so handsome, they look this, they look like Justin Bieber, they look like octopus paw. The scripture itself said the woman that saw the angel of Yahuwah, she said his look was terrible. It's not just terrible, she put an adjective at the front. She said his countenance was like the countenance of an angel of Elohim. Very terrible, not just terrible. So what make you think that like they lie to us in Christian church, that angels, they are that white, that pale face looking, I don't know what I can call them. The angels right from time, there have been people that look very terrible in look. Which means, imagine this someone who is very terrible in look. That means the level of dark skin is heftiness. How hefty we be. For those of you actually who might have been into the WWE sports and have been a fan of it. Imagine someone who have the height of the great Kali, have a very huge physique that's as broad as Mark Henry, but very muscular and thick, with a skin totally dark, looking fearsome. What do we call that? Very terrible. This is to prove to you that they've lied to us in religion, that the angels are looking like gentle homosexual, what I cannot call them after. Let's proceed. But he said unto me, Behold, you shall conceive and bear a son, and now drink no wine nor strong drink, neither eat any unclean thing, for the child shall be a Nazir to Elohim from the womb to the day of his death. Now I want you to pick something from this word. Why did the angel told her that she should not take strong drink or take wine? And the words of God said, don't take any unclean thing. Don't eat any unclean thing. That's to tell you that truly, though Yah gave them the reminder of the dietary law, Leviticus chapter 11, but yet, they keep messing up, eating those unclean things. Otherwise, if she was not eating the unclean thing, the angel won't tell her to stay clear of wine, whatever, and most especially not to eat unclean thing. Verse 8. Then Manoach entreated Eliyahuah and said, O Adonai, let the man of Elohim, which you did send, come again unto us, and teach us what we shall do unto the child that shall be born. And Elohim hearkened unto the voice of Manoach, and the angel of Elohim came again unto the woman as she sat in the field. But Manoach, a man, was not with her. And the woman made haste and ran and showed her husband and said unto him, Behold, the man has appeared unto me that came unto me the other day. And Manoach arose and went after his woman and came to the man and said unto him, Are you the man that spoke unto the woman? And he said, I am. And Manoach said, Now let your word come to pass. How shall we order the child? And how shall we do unto him? And the angel of Yahuwah said unto Manoach, Oh, of all that I said unto the woman, let her beware. She may not eat of anything that comes of the vine, neither let her drink wine or strong drink, nor eat any unclean thing. All that I commanded her, let her guard. And Manoach said unto the angel of Yahuwah, I pray you, let us detain you until we shall have made ready a kid for you. What do you observe here? Though our people are stiff-necked, though they are wicked in heart, though they are all sorts of what I can't explain, but yet they have a heart of hospitality. If you observed, it was even Manoach that was pleading with the angels that he should entertain them. Now, let me go and buttress on this point. As a nation of people, I want us all to cultivate that habit of having the heart of hospitality. Because the truth of the matter is that majority actually don't know the actual time that they will entertain an angel. Look at our forefathers. Many of them actually, they are so good with hospitality that they even entertain angels and they don't know. What actually saved Lot in the land of Sodom? Because he took in the angels for the sake because he wants to hospitalize them. He wants to get the heart of hospitality. He wants to entertain them. Now, here's my question. How many of you out there have a good heart of hospitality? And don't get it twisted. Hospitality is not only going into the aspect of, hey, I give them, come and sit, come and take water. Hospitality also goes into the aspect of, how many people actually have you seen who are down in their ruach, and you took your time to join them in prayers, encourage them in the word, and let them get back on their feet? How many souls have you seen out there who are begging, hungry, and starving, and you fed them? How many souls actually are there that are ready to sit down, but you came in to feed them with the word of Yahuwah and encourage them to pick up their broken pieces and become a better person? These are the examples of hospitality we're talking about. Verse 16. And the angel of Yahuwah said unto Manoach, though you detain me, I will not eat of your bread. And if you will offer an ascending smoke offering, you must offer it unto Yahuwah. For Manoah knew not that he was an angel of Yahuwah. And Manoah said unto the angel of Yahuwah, What is your name? That when your sayings come to pass, we may do you honor. And the angel of Yahuwah said unto him, Why ask you thus after my name, seeing it is a secret? So Manoah took a kid with an oblation and offered it upon a rock unto Yahuwah. And the angel did wondrously. And Manoah and his woman looked on. And it came to pass, when the flame went up towards the heaven from off the altar, that the angel of Yahuwah ascended in the smoke, in the flame of the altar. And Manoah and his woman looked on it and fell on their faces to the ground. And the angel of Yahuwah did no more appear to Manoah and to his woman. Then Manoah knew he was an angel of Yahuwah. And Manoah said unto his woman, We shall surely die, because we have seen Elohim. But his woman said unto him, If Yahuwah were pleased to kill us, he would not have received an ascending smoke offering and an oblation at our hand, neither would he have showed us all these things, nor would as at this time have told us such things as this. And the woman bore a son, and called his name Shimshon, and the child grew, and Yahuwah blessed him. And the Ruach Yahuwah began to move him at times in the camp of Dan between Sua and Eshtaol. So those of you who don't know what his name is, his name was Shimshon, not Samson. So you can see now that that's the reason why most of that I encourage people, you need to do away with the so-called KJV. The enemies have messed it up. They have manipulated it. They're giving us some wrong things. Let us try to find either the Sefer or the Hallelujah Bible. Now we are in chapter 14. And Shimshon went down to Timnah and saw a woman in Timnah of the daughter of the Pelishtim. And he came up and told his father and his mother and said, I have seen a woman in Timnah of the daughter of the Pelishtim. Now therefore, get her for me to be my woman. Then his father and his mother said unto him, Is there never a woman among the daughters of your brethren, and among all your people, and among all my people, that you go to take a woman of the uncircumcised Pelishtim? And Shimshon said unto his father, Get her for me, for she pleases me well. Remember that now they are telling that we are meant to marry from our own nation. But what happened? But his father and his mother knew not that it was of Yahuwah that he sought an occasion against the Pelishtim. For at that time the Pelishtim had dominion over Yasharel. Then went Shimshon down, and his father and his mother, to Timnah, and came to the vineyard of Timnah, and behold, a young lion roared against him. And the Ruach Yahuwah came mightily upon him, and he rent as he would have rent a kid, and he had nothing in his hand, but he told not his father and his mother what he had done. And he went down and talked with the woman, and she pleased Shimshon well. And after the time, he returned to take her, and he turned aside to see the carcass of the lion, and behold, there was a worm of bee and honey in the carcass of the lion. And he took thereof in his hand, and went on eating, and came to his father and his mother, and gave them, and they did eat. But he told them not that he had taken the honey out of the carcass of the lion. Just imagine. Remember that in Leviticus we are told not to even touch the carcass of these unclean animals, the animals that have spawn. And remember, lions actually don't have cloven foot, they have paws. Now he ate of the honey that he saw on the bees, on the carcass of the lion, as an unclean animal. Yet he ate it and brought to his parents, never telling them where it came from. That is why I advise people: anything you want to eat, always ensure that you know the source of where it's coming from. Don't just pick this anonymously and consume. Learn to make your findings and know where is it from, what content it is. Is it clean or unclean? Was it made out of unclean vessel or from a clean vessel? Let's go on. And he took thereof in his hand. Sorry, now we are verse 10. So his father went down unto the woman, and Shimshon made a feast, for so used the young men to do. Verse 11. And it came to pass, when they saw him, that they brought 30 companions to be with him. And Shimshon said unto them, I will not put forth a riddle unto you. If ye can certainly declare it me within the 7 days of the feast, and find it out, then I will give you 30 shekels, 30 sheets, and 30 chains of garment. And if ye cannot declare it to me, then shall ye give me 30 sheets and 30 chains of garment. And they said unto him, Put forth your riddle, that we may hear it. And he said unto them, Out of the eater came forth meat, and out of the strong came forth sweetness, and they could not in 3 days expand the riddle. And it came to pass on the 7th day, that they said unto Shimshon's woman, Entice your man, that he may declare unto us the riddle, lest we burn you and your father's house with fire. And have ye called us to take that we have? Is it not so? And Shimshon's woman wept before him and said, You do but hate me and love me not. You have put forth a riddle unto the children of my people, and have not told it me. And he said unto her, Behold, I have not told it my father nor my mother, and shall I tell it you? And she went before him the 7 days while their feast lasted. And it came to pass on the 7th day that he told her, because she lay sore upon him, and told the riddle to the children of her people. And the men of the city said unto him on the 7th day, before the sun went down, What is sweeter than honey, and what is stronger than a lion? And he said unto them, If ye had not plowed with heifer, ye had not found out my riddle. And the Ruach Yahuwah came upon him, and he went down to Ashkelon, and slew 30 men of them, and took their spoil, and gave change of garments unto them, which expounded the riddle. And his anger was kindled, and he went up to his father's house, and Shimshon's woman was given to his companion, which whom he had used as his friend. Verse 15. And it came to pass within a while, after in the time of wheat harvest, that Shimshon visited his woman with a kid. And he said, I will go into my woman into the chamber, but her father would not suffer me to go in. And her father said, I truly thought that you had utterly hated her. Therefore I gave her to your companion. Is not a younger sister fairer than she? Take her, I pray you, instead of her. And Shimshon said concerning them, Now shall I be more blameless than the Philistine, though I do them a displeasure. And Shimshon went and caught 300 foxes, and took firebrand, and turned tail to tail, and put a firebrand in the midst between two tails, And when he had set the brand on fire, he let them go into the standing grain of the Philistine, and burn up both the shocks and all the standing grain, with the vineyard and olive. Then the Philistine said, "Who has done this?" They answered, "Shimshon, the son-in-law of the Timni, because he had taken his woman and given her to his companion." The Philistine came up and burnt her and her father with fire. What do you observe here? He was so strong that he was able to capture that kind of many amount of foxes. But the problem there is, Yahweh actually wanted him to go and deal with the Philistine. That was why he actually made him to like that particular lady, and he made the father-in-law to deal wrongly with him so that he can be able to wrath against them. Verse 7, and Shimshon said unto them, "Though ye have done this, yet will I avenge of you, and after that I will cease, and smooth them heap and tie with a great slaughter." And he went down and dwelt in the top of the rock Etam. Then the Philistine went up and pitched in Yehuda, and spread themselves in Lehi. And the men of Yehuda said, "Why are ye come up against us?" And they answered, "To bind Shimshon are we come up, to do to him as he has done to us." Then 3,000 men of Yehuda went to the top of the rock Etam, and said to Shimshon, "Know you not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that you have done unto us?" And he said unto them, "As they did unto me, so have I done unto them." And it came to pass, and they said unto him, "We are come down to bind you, that we may deliver you into the hand of the Philistine." And Shimshon said unto them, "Swear unto me that ye will not fall upon me yourselves." And they spoke unto him, saying, "No, but we will bind you fast, and deliver you into their hands, but surely we will not kill you." And they bound him with 2 new cords, and brought him up from the rock. And when he came unto Lehi, the Philistines shouted against him, and the Ruach Yahuwah came mightily upon him, and the cord that was upon his arms became as flax that was burnt with fire, and they bound loose from off his hand. And he found a new jawbone of an ass, and put forth his hand, and took it, and slew 1,000 men therewith. And Shimshon said, "With the jawbone of an ass, heap upon heaps, with the jawbone of an ass have I slain 1,000. And it came to pass, when he was in the middle of when he had made an end of speaking, that he cast away the jawbone out of his hand, and called that place Ramath Lehi. And he was sore at haste, and called on Yahuwah, and said, "You have given this great deliverance into the hand of your servant, and now shall I die in thirst, and fall in the hand of the uncircumcised?" But Elohim clave a hollow place that was in the jaw, and there came water thereout. And when he had drunk, his ruach came down, and he revived. Wherefore he called the name thereof in Akkor, which is in Lehi unto this day. And he judged Yasharel in the days of Philistine 20 years. Just look at how Yah actually was using Shimshon here to save his own people. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I remain your humble brother, Daniel Lion Yasharala, and I am here to speak to my fellow matchmaker out there based on the coming movie project which I'm trying to work on. We all know that the enemies actually be able to deceive our people through the means of visuals, even though the wrong depiction and every other thing through the wrong depiction. And right now, we are here on the mission to correct the wrongs which are given to us. We all know that when it comes to communication, the easiest way to assimilate faster is based on what you see and what you hear at the same time. Because sometimes what you hear, you might forget. But whatever you see, in accordance with what you hear, it stays up in the mind. That is why I'm trying to come up with this movie, to see how I can use this movie to wake our people who are right here in Nigeria. It's high time we have to wake our people up, because enough is enough for the deceit. And remember, if the scripture itself says that if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? Which simply means to wake our people up, we need to go down to the foundation, going down into historical breakdown to unfold some lies they're given to us. Because don't get it twisted, right here in Africa, our people have been deceived in religion that anyone who comes up to speak differently or speak against the white Jesus, they've made them to believe that they are the Antichrist. So we will not come out in that same format. Right now, we are trying to come out with a different perspective. We're trying to come out as a movie to show our people the wickedness of the white men from the very start, to prove to them that they are not called Nigerians, but they are actually the true descendants of the 12 tribes of Yasharel. And remember, before we can be able to get things fixed, we must firstly fix the mind. So I'm here to solicit to all my acts, all my coaches out there, to make this movie a success. I need your support. I need your support in prayers, support and supplies for all we need for production. Because I'm sure you know, if I'm actually to go and produce some wicked movies under Nollywood or Hollywood, they will give us the support we need. But we are trying to do a righteous assignment right here. We only need ourselves to get things done. That's why I'm here today to say to all my brothers out there, I need your support to make this movie project a success. In the information you can see right now on the screen, you can choose to send your support through that means, and we will honorably appreciate every support that's been sent to make this movie project a success. So with this, I say thank you to the Rabba Mashpaka and to the Rabba Yahoo as well.
For sponsorship, advert placement, please call or WhatsApp this number +234 811 731 0928. Who said that the righteous don't party?
It's party time!
Are you hoping to hold a show having an exclusive DJ come to mix with righteous songs from various Hebrew artists coming from different parts of the world, bringing their unique voices to praise Yahuwah using the ministry of songs, and also having a DJ who can help us mix the sync of musics together to make you shake your body and dance off your sorrow righteously? Please contact DJ UL Kingdom Music.
Yo, shalom and peace. Be encouraged. This is DJ Yoel. Hold on to the vision the Most High gave you. He will bring it to pass.
For booking and inquiry, please call DJ Joel on +1 770 256 2241. Call us today and let's make your event a memorable one. Joel Kingdom Music, bringing the vibe of righteousness into your event. who said that the righteous also can pull up a righteous swag. Lamentation chapter 4 verse 2 says that the sons of Israel are also referred as unto fine gold. This is enough to tell you that you can rock your swag and still yet be righteous. Join Great Awakening Clothing today to get the best of outfits, putting nice print, propagating the truth through your clothing to the face of every human on the street. We have it in varieties, from the face cap to the different designs of clothes, putting out the truth right on the cloth you're wearing, and also rocking the truth righteously in your swag, which we call the righteous swag of Great Awakening Clothing. That's why we are called Clothing That Ministers. For booking and order, please call +1 7 2 5 2 1 8 7 9 9 1. You can also visit our website at www.greatawakeningclothingline.com. Great Awakening Clothing LLC, the clothing that ministers.
Activate. 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 Activate.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. So let us go to the complete part of today's program as we embark on chapter 16, chapter 17. Then went Shimshon to Gaza and saw there a harlot, and went in unto her, and it was told the Gazathim, and saying, Shimshon is come thither. And they compassed him in, and laid wait for him all night in the gate of the city, and were quiet all the night, saying, in the morning, when it is day, we shall kill him. And Shimshon lay till midnight, and arose at midnight, and took the door of the gate of the city, and the two posts, and went away with them, bar and all, and put them upon his shoulder, and carried them up to the top of the hill that is before Kevron. And it came to pass afterwards that he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. And the surname of the Philistine came up unto her, and said unto her, entice him, and see therein wherein his great strength lies, and by what means we may prevail against him, that we may bind him to afflict him, and we shall give you everything, every one of us, 1,100 pieces of silver. What do you observe here? You observe that Samson himself, they even used a woman to entice him. Why? Because he has lust for women. It at first started with the lady that wants to get married to in Palestine. Next one was that he was seen with an harlot. But after this, he was seen with a harlot, he had to now say that he got another girlfriend or whatever from the train of Gaza. As I tell people, stick to your nation. Don't be an interracial person. Say that I'm Hebrew, let me get married to the Hispanics. If Yah says this, that this is this, nothing to change it. Next person. Verse 6. And Delilah said unto Shimshon, Tell me, I pray you, wherein your great strength lies, and wherewith you might be bound to afflict you. And Shimshon said unto her, if they bound me with 7 green cord that were never dried, then shall I be weak and be as another man. Then the Syrianim of the Palestine brought up to her 7 green cord that had not been dried, and she bound him with them. Now there were men lying in wait, abiding with her in the chamber. And when she said unto him, the Palestine be upon you, Shimshon, and he broke the cord as a thread of tow is broken when it touches the fire, so his strength was not known. 10. And the leader said unto Shimshon, behold, you have mocked me and told me lies. Now tell me, I pray you, wherewith you might be bound. And he said unto her, if they bind me fast with new ropes that were never occupied, then shall I be weak and be as another man. Delilah took new ropes and bound him therewith, and said unto him, the Palestine be upon you, Shimshon, and there were liars in wait, abiding in the chamber, and he broke them from off his arms like a thread. And Delilah said unto Shimshon, hitherto you have mocked me and told me lies. Tell me therewith you might be bound. And he said unto her, if you weave the 7 locks of my hair with the web. And she fastened it with the pin, and said unto him, the Palestine be upon you. And he rose and he awoke and said, and he awoke out of the ship and went away with the pin of the beam and with the web. And he said unto them, how can you be with him? How can you say, I love you, when your heart is not with him? You have mocked me these 3 times, and have not told me wherein your great strength lies. Now, at this point, don't get me wrong. You have to be like, it's all the women. No. I will advise you, if you want to get a friend, prove them first. Shimshon was thinking that he loved this woman. Meanwhile, she was a bait to his downfall. She was sent by people to come and find out the source of his power so that they can get rid of him. And she even tried it 3 times, but never caught him. Now, here's my question. Do you think me as a person, a woman can ask me for the source of my power, and when I tried to even give her the wrong answer, and he tried it just to kill me, do you think I can ever trust her? It's not possible. That's one. And it came to pass, when she pressed him daily with her words and urged him, so that his soul was vexed unto death, that he told her with all his heart, and said unto her, there has not come a razor upon my head, for I have been a Nazir unto Elohim from my mother's womb. If I be shaven, then my strength will go from me, and I shall become weak and be like any other man. And then Delilah saw that he told her all his heart. She sent and called for the Syrianim of the Palestine, saying, come up these ones, for he has shown me all his heart. Then the Syrianim of the Palestine came up with her and brought money in their hand, and she made him sleep upon her knees, and she called for a man, and she asked him to shave off the 7 locks of his head, and she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him. This going into those people that say, I trust my girlfriend. Since you have not paid her bride price yet, leave her, let her go. She's another man's wife. She ended up doing it so hard until she sniffed out the secret behind Samson's strength. That's why most times I do tell people, I prefer Yahuwah giving you a talent and never show you the origin of it, so that the enemies won't find it and ruin you. 20. Then she said, the person blew upon Shimshon, and he woke up out of his sleep and said, I will go out as my other times before, and shed myself, and he knew not that Yahuwah had departed from him. What made Yahuwah departed from him? Because of lust of flesh. 21. But the Philistine took him and put out his eyes and brought him down to Gaza and bound him with fetters of brass, and he did grind in the prison house. Howbeit the hair of his head began to grow again after he was shaven. And then the surname of the Philistine gathered them together for to offer a great sacrifice unto Dagon their Elohim. Pardon me. And to rejoice. And they said, our Elohim has delivered Shimshon, our enemy, into our hand. And when the people saw him, they praised their Elohim with a small letter E. For they said, O Elohim has delivered into our hands our enemies, and the destroyer of our country, which slew many of us. And it came to pass, when their hearts were merry, that they said, call for Shimshon, and he may make us sport. And they called for Shimshon out of the wilderness house, and he made them sport, and they set him between the pillars. Verse 26. And Shimshon said unto the lad that led him by the hand, suffer me that I may feel a prayer there upon the house stand, that I may lean upon them. And it came to, and the house was full of men and women, and all the serenade of the Philistines were there. And there were upon the roof about 3,000 men and women that beheld while Samson made sport. And Shimshon called unto Yahuwah and said, O Adonai, Yahuwah, remember me, I pray you, and strengthen me, I pray you, only this once. Our Elohim may have been verse 29. And Shimshon took of the two middle pillars upon which the house stood, and on which it was borne up, and of the one with the right hand, and the other with his left. And Shimshon said, let me die with the Philistine. And he bowed himself with all his might, and the house fell upon the serenade and all of the people that were therein. So they died, which he slew. So the dead which he slew at his death were more than they which were slew in his life. Then his brethren and all the house of his father came down, took him and brought him up and buried him between Shoah and Eshtaol, and the burying place of. Then his brethren and all the house of his father came down and took him and brought him up and buried him with Sorah and Eshtaol, in the burial place of Manoach his father, and he judged Yasharel 20 years. Now we are in chapter 17. And there was a man of Mount Ephraim, whose name was Micaiah, and he said unto his mother, the 1100 shekel of silver that were taken from you, about which you caused and spoke also in my ears. Behold, the silver is with me. I took it. And his mother said, Blessed be you of Yahuwah, my son. And when he had restored the 1100 shekels of silver to his mother said, I had wholly dedicated the silver unto Yahuwah from my hand for my son. So to make the graven image, and a molten image, and now therefore will I restore it to you. Yet he restored the money unto his mother, and his mother took 200 shekel of silver and gave them to the founder, who made thereof a golden image. And they were in the house of Micaiah. Then the man Micah, had a house of Ephraim, and made an ephod and teraphim, and consecrated one of his sons, who became his priest. In those days there was no king in Yasharel, but every man did that which is right in his own sight. And there was a young man out of Bethlehem, Yehuda, and out of the family of Yehuda, who was a Neviim. Was a Levi, and he sojourned there. And the man departed out of the city of Bethlehem, Yehuda, to sojourn where he could find a place. And he came to Mount Ephraim, to the house of Micah, as he journeyed. And Micah said unto him, Whence do you come? And he said unto them, I am a Levi of Bethlehem, Yehuda, and I go to sojourn where I may find a place. 10. And Micah said unto him, Dwell with me, and be unto me a father and a priest, and I will give you 10 shekels of silver by the year, and a suit of apparel, and your visuals. So the Levi went in, and Levi was content to dwell with the man, and the young man was unto him as one of his sons. And Micah consecrated the Levi, and the young man became his priest, and was in the house of Micah. And then said Micah, Now know I that Yahuwah will do me good, seeing I have a Levi to my priest. Wow. I'm sure you actually will look asking yourself now that what's the next thing that's about to happen? What actually went on? Now that Shimshon, which they call Samson, actually has fell to the hand of the enemies because of what? His own lust for women. For a woman to be asking you that what source of your power that you can be bound, do you think that is romantic? It's just as if a woman should be telling me now that as the son of Yahuwah, what can I do to make you go against your Elohim? So that my own Elohim, so that Yahuwah can be upset with me. And I tried at the first time that, okay, fine, go and prepare me a dish with food that have scale and fin, and also prepare me a delicious delicacy that has any kind of animal that is cloven footed, that parts the hoof and also chew the cord. I should now believe that that is a poison to me. I should prepare such meal to me. Is that not enough for me to be wise enough that he's looking for my downfall? With that being said, let us just make it a wrap up for this episode of the show. We'll continue to get to tomorrow, Yah's will, to see where this actually is leading to. Because now that we have Mika coming into the scene, what's about to happen? Stay tuned and watch out for the next episode coming up tomorrow. And remain your humble host, Danielle, Jason Lion Yasharala. And with this, I say shalom and bye for now.